Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Fayas Handyman Service. We are a family-owned and operated handyman business spearheaded by my dad Randy on the left here, along with myself and my sister Ruth acting as contractor sidekicks. Our goal will be to bring you fun, informative projects that you may run across every day in your own home. Now, let's talk about this first project. The client in this particular video wanted shelving in her pantry and had a specific look and type based on a picture that she found on the internet, which is what you're looking at now. This is the picture she saw. She wanted some shelving, a couple of units bigger on the bottom and then going up smaller. So I'll show you in a second what the pantry of the client looked like and kind of the process that we went as we started building it from scratch. So here's the client's pantry. You can see a curved pillar there in the corner, and it looks actually fairly similar to the picture that I showed you of what she had found online. And it's easy for the kids to get things off the floor and whatever they want, but it's obviously harder for the adults. My sister's going to show us in a moment a concept that she found that was fairly similar to the client picture, but it was on sale for about $3,000. You could get plans and the wood and everything that comes with it. And we're going to show you what it's like to build it from scratch. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to spare you the sounds of the nail gun popping right about now, but I'm asking my dad what he's got going on here because I see this metal lamp in the pantry. He's got a laser level that is magnetic, so he stuck it to the metal lamp. We have a tripod, but you got to use what's around you at the times. And so he has measured out already how far apart the shelves will be and has started putting on blocks that will be the shelf backings. Motto, measure twice, cut once. You're so good you can do one of each. Nice. We're going to get, all this stuff that was in there is kind of organized. You get to go on a shelf, 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 and even you down there, you get to go on a shelf. Just wait. So this is just a sneak peek at the setup we have in the garage. Papa here, he's running a trowel on this particular piece of trim, because when they paint these, sometimes they have a little bit of extra paint, and my dad loves to be professional as well as clean, and so if he sees anything that doesn't look right, he's gonna make sure it gets fixed before he installs it. Pantry is going up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves. One will be way down there by the baseboard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can hear some sawing going on in the background, and whatever that was, a mouthful of water caught her at prime time. So somehow we gotta make the shelf come out through here, work this way, come out around this bump, and then go to this wall. So we can do sort of like a spice rack up here, and then these shelves fit. Okay, if you want to know how to bring a project to a stall, so we have to cut shelves for this, right? And there's a little bump out here in this corner. So we want the shelf to be this wide, go all the way across to there. So we have to cut out for this bump. So I tried twice, and both times I failed. And failure, of course, is more of a learning lesson than anything, but I'll show you what happened. Alright, so the first piece, I measured really well, by the way. So the first piece, see here, here's a little cutout I was talking about, and it's this long. First piece I measured and cut it, I put the actual corner here where I cut on the wrong side, so the holes were facing up when I want the holes to face down. And then I was like, okay, I got it, transferred it to another piece, and I totally forgot about this white edge versus an edge that's not treated right. This has a laminate on the front. So when I cut it so that the laminate is on the back instead of being on the front. So I failed twice. And my dad wanted to use a piece of cardboard and kind of cut it out, but I insisted on doing it my way And of course now I have to buy 2 new boards for a shelf. But I learned a lot. Alright, so we are at the end of day 1. We have the bottom shelf in. We have all the rails put in for the back of the shelves. We have a couple cut just waiting to install. We've got the side shelves in. We've got the one big shelf on the bottom. And we got a second one, a big one to go, and then 3 smaller ones or 4 smaller ones on top of that. And that's it for tonight. Alright, so we're making progress here. We have the 2 big shelves done on the bottom. Got a little support here, and we got a support in the center. And now we're going to put the support through these top 4 shelves. And it's coming along. So from here on out, I really wasn't able to get a lot of video. I will work on better angles for the GoPro in confined spaces. But I wanted to show you a picture of my dad working. He's working on putting in the last little piece here of the shelf. And that's always a good sign, because that means a project completed and hopefully a client happy. So here we are, have the finished product, and I'm just going to talk about a few things. You can see there's 2 bigger shelves on the bottom, and each of those shelves have a leg base that goes down to the floor. We were going to put a shelf close to the floor, but decided against it at the last minute. And then we have these upper shelves, and as you notice, the support for the upper shelves is not on top of the support for the lower shelves, so we had to essentially ensure that the supports have something underneath them at all times. So here's a little better view from the inside. As you can see, these supports, the one board runs all the way up continuous, and then between each shelf we have a block that runs from the top to the bottom to give that extra support. And we'll just work our way up, and you can see each shelf is locked in and supported, and it runs down, and eventually the weight falls to the floor. Now, last thing I want to show you is just a kind of a close-up of this corner. We had to do 25.5-degree angles for the little tiny blocks that you see in the center around most curved corners. When you're putting base trim or other trim, that's the degree that you have to cut those angles at to ensure a tight fit. And finally, as I show you pictures of both the completed project and the project in use, we as a family would like to say thank you to our client for allowing us to do the work and post this video, and we'd like to say thank you for watching, and we look forward to bringing you another video from Fayas Handyman Service.